Going to go through a couple stats here. As shaky as Drew Pine was, as absolutely just timid and I don't know, what are the words, to be honest with you? As bad as he was to start, finished the game 17 of 23, 150 yards, which isn't great in terms of yardage, and threw for 2 scores. Found on a great play, found Michael Mayer for a touchdown that ultimately gave Notre Dame the lead for good, with a defender right in his face. To be honest, still the jury for me is still out on Drew Pine. Think he can be pretty decent. I think he can be pretty decent and make this team a winner. It's going to take a little bit of time, clearly, and some other things are going to have to start going maybe a little bit better for him. Okay. The most encouraging stats, I guess you could say, and they're not great stats, but the Notre Dame rushing stats. Audric Estime, 18 carries, 76 yards and a touchdown, long of 14. Chris Tyree got 17 rushes in this game for 64 yards. Also, Chris Tyree, you can add 5 receptions for 44 yards and a touchdown. So Chris Tyree touched the ball 22 times, which is a great thing to see. That's not even counting kick returns. He got a couple more there as well. Drew Pine, 6 rushes, 7 yards, which means that as a team, Notre Dame logged 41 carries for 147 yards and a touchdown. Not exactly what you love to see, because that, that equates to, in, public school math here, 147 divided by 41, something along the lines of between 3 and 4 yards a carry. Okay. That said, if there's something to feel good about, if there's something to feel better about, maybe not good, but better about, it's that Notre Dame was able to manage this game in a way they were able to at least run the ball effectively enough to continue running the football. Okay. That's absolutely the biggest thing for me, is that Notre Dame, has to play complementary football to be able to win. And at the very, very least, at the very, very bare minimum, we're effective enough, especially throughout the second half, to run the football, to be able to, to do things, to be able to, have those play action passes and those read option type passes to work. It's starting to get there. There were times where, as the game went on, Notre Dame at the very least, won the war of attrition on the offensive line and was able to get a little bit pushed throughout the second half. Estime got free a couple times. Tyree got free a couple times. Again, is the running game and the offensive line where it needs to be? No. Did it take strides? Yes, absolutely. Okay. And did Notre Dame maybe learn? Did Tommy Rees maybe learn? Okay. Even if I can't run in the first half, I got to keep running. I got to keep keep being aggressive. Let those guys gel. Let those guys get better. Let those guys, let us wear on the other team, win time of possession, and do the things necessary to win the football game. I think those are things that Notre Dame learned about themselves today. And I just mentioned time of possession. Notre Dame won that 33 minutes and 2 seconds to 26 minutes and 58 seconds. That's huge. That's huge for Notre Dame. Tells us that, we're doing, some things are going well. And that's the recipe for winning. Okay. There are some people that have been in the chat throughout this that have noted that Notre Dame beat a Cal team that is not very good. And I agree. That's the thing. I agree. Cal struggles. They're going to struggle. At the end of the day, they're still a college football game. They're a team that had won 2 games coming into to Notre Dame with all the confidence in the world. No reason to fear Notre Dame. And they leave with the L. That's the bottom line.